Alright, so I'm here with Mustard, the other half of the Conman brothers. Loser of the main event by about the narrowest margin we've seen to date. So, how you doing this morning, Mustard?
I'm good, man. It's still early here, so I'm just quickly getting to grips with today.
This is about the time to do it,
It's not bad, man. It's not bad.
rather than at around 2 p.m. or so.
Yeah, well, like it is a couple of days after the event now, so I'm just trying to remember what I can of the match.
I just saw it myself, so I'm trying to remember now, and I'm like, well, so how do you feel the match went yourself?
To be honest, even though I did lose, I was very happy with it. It was a lot of fun. Like I'm sure Ketchup brought up, we play each other very frequently, so I was just I was worried that it would be more of the same, more of what everyone's already seen. So we were going to try and make it. So okay, well, we've both got a few new little bits and bobs that we're sort of experimenting around with. So maybe we can just try and make it as entertaining as possible. Maybe throw some stuff in there that we haven't used each other before. So I was trying to experiment with forward two as an anti-air, or possibly using it after the overhead kick's blocked to pull him back. So if they fight back, maybe it dodges it, and it did a few times. So I was really happy with it, to be honest. It was a lot of fun, and I just hope it was enjoyable to watch, to be honest.
It was definitely enjoyable to watch, and I play both characters, so
Oh, that's cool.
at some point I was like, or several points rather, I was like, what? What is that? Oh, okay. Never seen that before, but I'll take it.
Well, it sort of worked and it sort of didn't. I think there was two occasions where I tried doing one of my flashier combos and I dropped it both times, so that maybe cost me a bit. But then that's what you go for, really. You try and do something that's you're not used to, and you pay for it, I suppose.
Well, we were commentating. I was commentating with Shady, and he said, "Oh, well, now that the overhead buzzsaw is safer, you might be able to do down four in a buzzsaw. That'll work because it's an overhead."
Oh yeah, of course.
And I'm like, on paper that doesn't sound like it'll work. I'm like, I play Cyrax, I don't think it's gonna work. And then you went and did it, and it worked perfectly fine. And of course, he wouldn't let me live it down. I'm just like, yeah.
Well, since the new patch came out and they've made the it's not safe on block, it's safer. But even
Right.
against characters with charging attacks, which you think will be able to punish it, and they probably can. Since it's come out, I have not once been punished for it on block. Not once. The worst case scenario is they get a free jump in, which of course all you've got to do is block and then anticipate what they're going to do.
Yeah, it seems like it's not so much unsafe; it's just really bad disadvantage on block.
Yeah, really. I think that's more what I'd call it. And to be honest, if you're a character with a charge move, you have to come up with the decision: do you want to charge and punish for was it 8% or something like charge moves do, sort of thing, or do you want to get a free jump in and possibly a mix up on him? It's completely up to you what you want to do to him after.
For the most part, yeah. So, like Ketchup, you're kind of mostly defined as a Cyrax player. Like everything about you on your TOIN profile says Cyrax. So I'm sure people are curious. What other characters do you play?
My secondary character is Baraka, and which, to be honest, shocked me a bit because before the game came out, because my favorite two Mortal Kombat characters are Cyrax and Kano.
Right.
But I literally thought, okay, right, the game's out. Cyrax, what has he got? So I was, experimenting with his moves, really getting to grips with them. I thought, okay, all right, well, I've got Cyrax a bit. So I tried out Kano, and this is on release Kano, which is I found him to be very sluggish, very slow, and I just didn't really like how he felt to play as. So I just started experimenting with other characters, and I gave Shang Tsung a go, but I got a little bit bored of him, and then I found Baraka because and this was around the time where the second patch came out and where Back 3.1 became practically a proper launcher. It was really stiff on release, wasn't it? So you couldn't really follow it up with everything.
Right.
And of course, when they gave him that option, that one thing has made him so much more dangerous. So I thought, I'd experiment with him a bit. So I've just been using him ever since, really, and I've been keeping an eye on the Baraka forums for new findings. I'm not gonna lie, most of my Baraka stuff I haven't really found myself. That's more I've got to credit Bravo Mo and Cuban guy on Testumite for really finding all the Baraka stuff, and then of course I'll put that into use, and he's a very fun character. I really do enjoy using him.
I mean, he's definitely an underused character, so it's kind of cool to see somebody repping him.
Definitely. Most people think he's well, to be honest, it was going without saying that he was one of the lower characters in the game, but he has got enough stuff that if you are, you just have to be extremely careful with him because his strings are very slow on recovery. So the biggest problem you will have as Baraka, I find, is hitting at them, and they just happen to jump over you, and then of course you're stuck finishing the string you started, so they'll hit you in the back and get a proper full-in jump-in punch combo on you. I think that's his main weakness, but he's definitely a viable character now.
Yeah, he definitely has some mean pressure once he actually gets in there.
Oh, definitely.
That's just kind of an uphill battle as actually getting in there.
Plus he's got his forward 4 reset, which now you can do that after the chop in the corner. You can do it off a jumping punch, so you can essentially get yourself that reset every opportunity, which is really cool.
That's actually a good point. I've never really thought about that.
Problem is, you've got to be on your toes if you're going to land it from a jumping punch, because it's not got the greatest reach. So you've proper got to do it right, or it's just going to miss, and then you've wasted some damage.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. It's kind of like Sonya and Scarlet's 1-1-2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I should say Sonya's 1-1-2 that Scarlet shamelessly reuses. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, what? I mean, same move, same animation, same input? No, it's coincidence. But actually, I was going to ask Ketchup about this, and then it slipped my mind because I'm not very good at my job right now, apparently. But I was going to ask, you actually got invited to the NRS studio.
Oh yeah. Well, how this works is before the game was officially released and all they had was the demo of the game.
Right.
They had a regional tournament around the UK for the demo, the PS3 version. And what they did was they had dotted around the country, and the city we live in, which is Norwich, they had one here. Which is strange because we grew up in a very small town and we've come to Norwich for university, so it was weird knowing that we're actually in a city where things like this might happen. So it really took us by surprise that I was here to start with, to be honest. But at the time we didn't have a PS3, so we didn't really practice on it. We went with our friends once and played the demo for about 20 minutes, and then went to this tournament. It was at a local game shop. They had a couple of really cool guys who were there setting up for us. I think they worked for Warner Bros. But we went to that. I got sixth. I lost to a Melina player. But Ketchup took the thing first place, so he won that. And they said, okay, right, well, you've won a PS3, which was awesome. Or this little trophy and a trip to Birmingham, which is where they held at the Gadget Show at the NEC Centre. They held the UK finals, so everyone who won around the UK was invited to this place, including Ryan Hart, the European Street Fighter player. He won his regional, so he was there too. There was some other cool guys. One of our good friends, Alex, we've talked to a lot since then. Of course, Used for Glue, the Irish Sub-Zero player, he won. He flew from Ireland to one of the cities here just to take part, and he won. So he went there as well. So they sort of duked it out, and Ketchup won. He won the UK final. And on the same day, we found out that they had European finals around Holland and like Greece and Russia, all these places. They flew all them in for the same day. So straight after the UK finals took place, Ryan Ketchup had to take part in the European finals, which he then won as well. In all, he won a trip to NetherRealm Studios in Chicago, which we haven't actually been to yet, even though we won it back in in April. We still haven't been because it's taken us so long to get our passports sorted out.
Oh.
But we should be going in the next couple of weeks, fingers crossed.
Yeah, passports are a messy situation.
To be honest, it's essentially because I'm the guest that Ryan Ketchup has chosen to take with him. So I haven't really got any right to complain about it being late because I'm essentially getting a free trip to Chicago. So I can't complain.
Fair enough. So the moral of the story is you don't have to win tournaments with the prize that takes you to NRS Studios. You just have to know someone who does.
Yeah.
Or be related to them.
You just got to be a moocher and get a free ride.
Yeah. Just remember that when you go in there, you got to kind of hold Paulo Garcia up and be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing with Cyber Sub? Why isn't he getting buffs?
To be honest, man, if they ask us for our opinion on what would make the game a little better and possibly Ultimate Mortal Kombat or MK10, I'm only going to mention that if it's asked, because I'm not going to go to them from the UK to say, right now I'm here, you got to do this, you got to do that, because it's a bit rude. But
fair enough.
Because we're game design students, we're trying to learn how to do 3D modeling, environment art, and things like that. So we're going to go there and we're going to ask them questions as game designers, if you know what I mean, because this is like a trip in a lifetime and infinitely useful for us.
I did not know that, actually. That's definitely interesting.
Oh, it's going to be a really good trip. Like I've never been to America before, so it's going to be exciting. I've got no idea how much money to bring with me. I'm probably going to
a lot.
Bring a vastly under amount.
Yeah, that's the only answer I can give you is a lot.
Oh God, now I've got to get a lot of money.
You got to make sure. I mean, you're in Chicago, and Chicago does allegedly have the best pizza in the world, or one of those places. So you definitely have to. You have to make a stop there.
To be honest, that's what I was gonna make a thread on Test Your Might, literally just saying, right, I'm going to Chicago. What should I do while I'm there? Because I've got no idea, and I don't want to miss out on anything.
Yeah, I do have some friends in Chicago. I'll definitely have to get them to pass along some suggestions to you. But I know that supposedly Chicago pizza is like some of the best in the world. So
that'd be sick.
You got to get fat while you're there.
Excellent.
So now I have to ask. Your name's Mustard, and you play Cyrax. So at this point, it begs the question. Which kind of mustard is superior, honey mustard or Dijon?
I've not tried either, to be honest. I only get English mustard. It's literally called.
What? Really?
It's literally called English mustard, and
I didn't even know there was an English mustard called English mustard.
Neither did I until I saw it. To be honest, this is gonna get me slandered, I know, but I actually prefer ketchup to mustard on hot dogs and burgers. But you had to go with the ketchup and mustard thing, let's be honest. If we're identical twins, he's called Ketchup and plays Sector, I'm called Mustard and plays Cyrax. Even if I didn't like mustard, it's gotta happen. It's gotta be done.
You are a traitor to your own name.
It's Mustard's fault for being absolutely rancid, I'm sorry.
I think, see, and this is one of those things you gotta do while you're over here. You have to try Dijon and honey mustard.
I will.
Then you would see.
Actually, honey mustard looks nice. Honey mustard looks alright. But Dijon I'm sorry, it's like yellow paste. I'm sorry.
Okay, it doesn't look very appetizing, I'll give you that. But it's delicious. You just gotta have the right kind of Dijon mustard.
Oh, dang it, I suppose so.
Like, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna make sure that you try those while you're here.
I will. I promise.
Alright, man, so that about wraps up. I guess I should ask, is there anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Well, other than, we're happy we could fill in at such last minute, and we're happy that you, asked us to sort of fill in. It was very enjoyable. Other than a bit of confusion with the timing on the interviews, I haven't really got any complaints whatsoever.
Yeah, time zones aren't exactly my forte.
Nah, that's not a problem, man. They got there in the end.
They got there in the end. That's the important thing. Alright, so I guess that wraps up the interview.
Alright, cool, man. Thanks again.
No problem, and thank you again for getting this interview done.
No worries. Thanks for everyone who watched as well, by the way. Yeah, thanks for everyone who actually watched this week's Mortalmonday. It's a very fun thing to get involved into. I've watched the all the previous ones, and it's a really good experience. Really good hype.
Great tournament, great experience.
Yeah.
Not really a tournament, but I couldn't pass up the shameless plug.
Nah, it may as well be, but
may as well be. There you go. Maybe it will be. Foreshadowing.
Well, time will tell. Time will tell.
All right, man. I guess I will let you go, and you can go about your day, and I'll go about my night.
Catch you later, man. Thanks again.
No problem. Take it easy.